What's up everyone, welcome back for another video. This time we're gonna take a look at my top 5 reasons to be excited about Black Desert Online, the upcoming MMORPG. Now let's get started. Number 5. Character customization. The character customization of Black Desert Online is without a doubt the best and more complex than any other MMORPG on the market. You can change and mold everything on your character to make it look exactly like you want. And I do mean exactly. The character customization is so robust that people are making celebrities like Emma Watson, Gandalf, and even Donald Trump. You can change the color and the root color of your hair, you can add freckles, tattoos, makeup, you have sliders for everything. You can also grab the face of your character and start molding every part individually for precise customization. Hell, you can even make your character look like a goblin or an alien if you want. That's how complex it is, and that's why it's my number 5 reason to be excited about Black Desert. I strongly suggest that you guys go to the Black Desert website, download the character creator, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You can even create your character, save it, and then use it when the game launches, which is really cool. I'll leave the link in the description below. Number 4. World/immersion/graphics. Black Desert Online world has to be the most beautiful MMORPG world I have ever played in. Combine that with by far the best graphics on the MMORPG market and you get yourself an extremely immersive experience. You might think that you don't care about how immersive the world is, and that's how I used to think, until I played Black Desert Online. Everything is so realistic and well crafted that you get instantly sucked in. You have realistic weather that not only looks beautiful and realistic, but it actually affects your character. You have a 4 hours day and night cycle which looks stunning with realistic sunsets and moonrises, for example. The cities feel alive. They are very busy in daytime but pretty quiet at night. Some NPCs might not be available at all during night, like in the real world. You can talk with a lot of NPCs and they will tell you stories which you can then tell to other NPCs to raise your reputation with them and maybe get access to secret quests or better deals. Your character can climb realistically, meaning that if you go close to an edge and jump, your character will actually grab the edge and pull himself up. You can pull off some serious parkour moves, trust me. The way your mount acts in Black Desert Online is different too. You cannot unsummon your mount unless you go to a stable. So in the open world, you need to think wisely where you want to park your mount so it doesn't get killed by monsters. And when you want to ride your mount again, you have to go back to it or buy a whistle that makes your mount run to you from a limited distance. All of these things combined and many more that I didn't mention makes this the most immersive MMORPG ever, even though I rarely get immersed in MMORPGs. It's been a long time since I haven't mindlessly rushed through level cap and actually spent hours doing things like exploring and climbing different places. When you do things like this, that's when you know you're immersed in the world and not just playing a treadmill like these theme park MMOs are. Number 3. Special or out of combat features. Black Desert Online has a lot of awesome features from other MMORPGs which they try to improve on. But they also have a lot of features that I have never seen in an MMORPG before. I'm gonna talk about a few of my favorite ones because mentioning them all will take forever and I don't want to ruin the enjoyment of figuring everything out for yourself. One of the features I love that we have already seen in other MMOs like Arcade for example is sailing. There's something so relaxing and enjoyable about taking your own crafted boat to the waters and just sailing around. You have a bunch of islands in the game to explore, and if you get lucky enough, you might even find some treasures. Naturally, you can also fish on your boat, and that's one of the features that Black Desert Online tried to improve on. They made the fishing process a reactive minigame instead of the boring automated process that is fishing in other MMOs. Black Desert Fishing is basically a fishing game within an MMORPG. You have to have different baits for different fishes, and you have to sell the fishes when they are fresh because they lose value over time, which is a neat little detail that I like. Adds to the realism we talked about earlier. One of the unique features for Black Desert Online that I haven't seen in an MMORPG before is horse taming and breeding. You can tame wild horses around the world if you have lasso equipped and maybe some sugar to improve your odds. Now if you end up catching a female and a male horse, you can breed them together to create new type of horses. There's a huge amount of different horse combination and skill combination that you can end up with, some being more rare than others. Now how cool is that? I have never seen this being done in an MMORPG before, and I'm really excited to become a breeding master. Housing in Black Desert Online is very unique too. The housing is instanced, yes, but in this case it's done really well. When you click a door to a house, you can see a list of all the players that own a house at that specific location. And when you click one of them, the inside of the house will modify itself to match that person's house. So yes, it's instanced, but it's done very seamlessly. The main part that I like about Black Desert Online housing is that they're in the actual towns like you would expect them. And there's tons of different house layouts all throughout the world. So what you end up doing is what you would do in the real world. You go apartment searching. It's a really nice activity to do after a long day of combat/PvP. There is so many locations and different houses that it will take you quite a while to get through them all. You can also make your house a warehouse for storage, a crafting station, or even a house for your workers. So there's an actual purpose for housing in Black Desert Online. These are some of my favorite out of combat features in Black Desert Online. Trust me guys, there's a ton more of these that I didn't go through. I'm gonna link a really good video in the description below that shows most of the out of combat features. Definitely worth checking out. Number 2. Combat. The combat in Black Desert Online is fast paced. It's a soft targeting system with a heavy focus on combos. The closest comparison would be the combat in Blade and Soul, only that in Black Desert Online it's more realistic and not so much launching your targets in the air and doing some crazy mid-air attacks. You have dodges, blocks and movement abilities that always keeps you on your toes. This is not an MMORPG where you can plan 5 skills ahead what you're gonna be doing. No. Everything is based on reacting to your enemy. If he's blocking, you might want to use a certain skill, or if the target is knocked down, it might open up a certain combo that you didn't plan. You always have to be reacting to get the most out of your class. You also have things like down attack and back attacks which do more damage, so positioning is a very tactical aspect of the combat too. Add on top of that the beautiful graphics, all of the blood and the armor visually breaking down when damaged, and you have yourself a combat that you can do for hours and hours without getting bored. I think this is a major reason to be excited about Black Desert Online. I mean, let's be real here guys, if the combat of an MMORPG is bad, you're just gonna hate yourself playing it. So it's a major plus that the combat of Black Desert Online is amazing. Number 1. Open World PvP. If you're anything like me, you are bored that when you hit cap level in an MMORPG, all you do is sit in town in queues for artificial instanced PvP. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my fair share of instanced PvP, but after 10 years of the same World of Warcraft format, I'm ready for some changes. My favorite recent PvP experiences was in the infamous Arcade, which unfortunately went pay to win. Thankfully it seems that Black Desert has the same concepts in mind in terms of PvP. You have open world PvP, you can literally attack anyone who is above the PvP level restriction. You have Siege PvP, which is best PvP guilds fighting over castles, open world arenas in every major city for dueling or watching duels. You have boats and the whole open sea to terrorize, so naval PvP is definitely gonna be a thing. Guilds will also be fighting over territories and nodes. Guilds can even control entire cities and get 5% tax for any transaction made on the market. These are the type of features that MMORPGs have been lacking for years now, and I'm so glad that they're slowly making a comeback. The reason so many of us haven't found a good MMORPG to stick with is because they are all clones of each other with very minor differences. I'm glad that Black Desert Online isn't taking that route. We have enough of those MMOs already. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.